Good morning, Thursday, March 21, 2024. Here we go. I think those that are shorted the market before Powell speaking yesterday are in for some pain. But we'll see. You know, it's early. It's only not even 24 hours since he spoke, so we'll see if the market truly like what he say. Okay, first up, Bitcoin. Does that mean that up we go? The bottom is here? No idea. All right. Yes, I did get stopped out on this week, so that's unfortunate. I had to buy order right down there, and it just missed it. That's okay, because on this nasty 2 days week, I bought the actual Bitcoin at 68, 65, 62. So net, my exposure to Bitcoin didn't really change all that much. I just have more Bitcoin, less IBIT. Would I add to IBIT at 64, 65? Yeah, I have an order. I had order to add a lot more than what I got stopped out at. There was a half portion stop, and I had ordered in to buy more than what got stopped out below here, and then I got more. I put in more order after Powell spoke yesterday at 65K. So any kind of pullback during market hour, then I will buy into Bitcoin up here, right? So it can go. I think it would not surprise me to see Bitcoin bouncing up and down and yank around people for the next couple of weeks. It'd be a bigger surprise to see Bitcoin break out to the new high in the next 2 weeks. I think more likely it will float around this area for the next 2 weeks, but it's Bitcoin, unpredictable. Okay, it ride on emotions. So right now, all you can do is use TA to try to stay sane. All right, let's move on to the next one, which I am more excited about. MRVL. I've been talking about MRVL for a little bit. I've been followed. In all honesty, MRVL was brought to my attention sometime in the summer, late summer last year, by my son's friend. Okay, he brought this to my attention. He said, "Mr. Nick, if you like NVIDIA, you should look into MRVL." Where he got the idea from, who knows? The younger generation, right? They spent time in Wall Street's bets, Reddit's, who knows? He and my son traded a phantom portfolio for the past few years, and he actually have his own portfolio now, as far as my son's friend. But he talked about it. I watch it, and then it got into my radar here and there. And then, of course, I saw this big move, right? And I missed it. So I definitely put it on my watch list until this point here, all right? Until I saw this break here. And for those that follow me in the chat group, I start to talk about it the last couple of days. It's the buy. I start to sell put spread. Yeah. Look like pre-market. Look like it's gonna fill the gap, get up there for sure. No need. It's a small position. Okay. I'm not. Would I trim at 71? Maybe. I do think this is a stock that I would like to build and add a lot more on dips. Okay, what I would do is, in the meantime, sell put spread where probably in the low 60s. Here is a very good example of why sometimes looking at moving average purely is not useful always, but it need to be used in conjunction, in addition to using TA as far as reference low, gap fill, all of that. Okay, so staying here on MRVL, here's a good lesson for everyone. You see this decline? Does it matter about all the moving average? Where does it stop? Where do you think it stopped? How about first, not this gap fill, right? This first gap fill here at the time mean nothing. Went right through it. The next gap fill. See, there's a double gap fill here. Close enough. So yeah, not random, right? If you just buying purely on moving average and selling on pure moving average and ignore reference low, there was some pain there, right? So pay attention. So same thing here. Now, why did I buy here? Why did I start to buy here and ignore the moving average and say, oh, you know, I'm not going to buy until it get to the moving average? Well, guess what? The gap fill, right? Sure. Is that always going to work? Of course not. Okay. At first, it looked like a smart thing to do. And then, of course, the sentiment of the market changed the last couple of days before Powell, and you came down here. So it's nothing wrong with using moving average. They are important, but it's also important to look at the bigger pictures beyond moving average, ref low, gap fill. Use them all together. Okay, I can't stress enough that you need to look at many things, not just one thing, many things. The more you look at the bigger picture, the more you see that there are potential in many spots, not just buy at the moving average, sell at the moving average. All right, there's gap fill, there's reference low, reference high, all-time high, all-time low, you name it, trend, give or take, all of it. Like here's another thing. As you can see, MRVL have no lines because I have not traded until recently. So now let's start to add things in. Okay, look at that, right? Bang, bang, line up almost perfectly with the 100 MS. So what does that mean? That's when I talk about selling put spread at the low 60s. That's why. Okay, I don't have any fear in selling 60, 57 put spread here. I have the 200-day and the 100-day to protect me. And if the shares are assigned at 60, I take it. I load up on 100 share right there and then. All right, so that's the game plan on MRVL. Next up, let's talk about, let's see what I put down. I wrote down on a piece of paper. DraftKings, that's the other one that those in the chat group, you hear me talk about here and there as far as adding, right? Why? Breakout. Breakout, okay? Every time I see below 42, I've been buying. Small, nothing big, okay? Small, but why? I talked about this before. Multi-year. Okay, this was a major breakdown. Major breakdown that lasted 2 years. Yeah, and it's absorbing. Okay, it's absorbing fairly quickly and moving up. So let's go back even 5 years. Yeah, get nasty head and shoulder breakdown that came right down to where it's supposed to go, and spent 2 years on this big curve, and now you have a breakout. So where can it run to? Yeah, up there, 64. All right, you betcha. I'm gonna put in, yeah, up there. We got a long way to go. Okay, so buy the dip. That's what I'm doing with DraftKings on red day. Yeah, that was a big move yesterday. Wow. But for now, Where would the dip be? Would I like to buy it at 43? Yeah, 43, 44. This line. See this trend? Now that's the buy the dip area. Okay, the doesn't mean that it can't go down to 42. I think the days of buying 42 and below might be over for now, unless there is an overall market correction. If that happened, then yeah, there might be a chance. But for me, the buy order now is 43.7. Right, I'm riding this upward trend line, the backside of it. So if it bounce off it, even better. And as far as selling put spread, where 42.39, that's another way to play DraftKings. Okay, if you even more braver, 43.40. All right, if I'm willing to nibble share at 43.7, we'll see. But for me right now, 42.39 is a good best put spread area to play. Okay, in DraftKings, and then add share on dips. AAP, another breakout. Yeah. Once again, it's been a painful 10 months, right? But it break above the gap down. Okay, it happened a lot quicker than I thought. Okay, yeah, I thought for sure it's gonna spend weeks absorbing, but surprisingly, but on low volume. Okay, so sellers are saying no. There's people that say no, we're not selling. I don't know if that's the thing, but for now, I mentioned before, I want to see this. I want to see the check back. On the check back and hold, then I will add. All right, then I will add. That's the play on AAP. This could be the start of a very positive run on AAP after a long time of pain. They are, once again, in the first inning of a turnaround. They have a long way to go. A long way to go. But I like the new CEO. I like someone that understands supply chain management. Yeah, that's what the previous management crew was. Garbage. Absolute garbage. Snow. I talked about this not too long ago, but it's worth bring it back into attention. I mentioned, I believe, in I think 2 days ago when I talk about Snow, Palo Alto, Zscaler, CrowdStrike, all those stocks, right? But Snow, I mentioned that if it can get back here, then it's worth buying the dip. If it can break above this zone, okay? So right now, the good news is it got down there and then it's back in the zone, right? So if it can get above the zone and stabilize, then it's back to the races. I think Snow have a very good chance to get back up here into the 190-ish range. Okay, I do think there is a potential 15 to 18% run in Snow over the next few months. Right, so there, that's a lot. Okay, for sure, 10%. That's not out of the realm. But if for my position right here, I do think that whatever I am planning to add on the breakout could be up there, right? I'm not so greedy to think that we can fill this nasty big gap, but you never know. Okay, but before the next earning, my time frame is I do think Snow have a chance to get up there. So did I buy a little Snow? Yes. Are they in the red? Yes. But so far, all the put spread that I have been selling in the past 2 weeks plus have negated the loss here. So I'm pretty much around even as far as my position in snow, and I would like to keep playing the put spread game as well as adding share once I see that it can break above the zone and hold. Okay, and that's it. Good luck today.